Is Jade Cargill coming after Bianca Belair? New report hints at her return. Imminently, Jade Cargill might be reportedly ready to make her explosive return to the squared circle after being out of action for months. Jade Cargill made her monumental debut in WWE last year at the 2024 Royal Rumble Premium Live event. Since her very first showing, the Storm was perceived to do big things in the global juggernaut. However, her rising momentum was derailed in November 2024 when Jade Cargill was found mysteriously attacked backstage. She was taken to the hospital and has not been seen on WWE television programming since that night. However, recent reports state that the wait for Jade Cargill to be back in action might finally be over. What is the latest update on Jade Cargill's return to WWE? According to a new report by WrestleVotes, the inside WWE sources have claimed that Jade Cargill has been cleared for in-ring action with the identity of HATE attacker ready to be revealed. The report stated, sources state Jade Cargill has been cleared for action. Expect her return imminently. The payoff to who done it is coming. Jade Cargill had a remarkable first year in WWE. She was immediately partnered with Bianca Belair. The duo proved their worth as one of the strongest and cohesive units in the company. Their spectacular partnership led to Belair and Cargill becoming two-time WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. However, the team's run came to a halt after the night Cargill was found attacked backstage on SmackDown, which many have speculated to be the work of either Bianca Belair or Naomi. After that, Bianca Belair chose to continue her reign as the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions with Naomi. The duo were going strong as tag team champions until their reign came to an end on the February 24th edition of Monday Night Raw. Belair and Naomi lost their tag titles to the team of Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Other reports also stated that with the end of their tag team title reign, WWE is ready to circle back to Jade Cargill's attack storyline with the revelation of the attacker. With Cargill reportedly cleared to return, it will be interesting for the Storm to come after the attacker, who took months of her career. Moreover, this could be the start of the reported rivalry between Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair for a match at WrestleMania 41. Naomi admits she attacked Jade Cargill, calls Bianca Belair an ungrateful bitch. On WWE SmackDown, Naomi sticks a dagger in the heart of Bianca Belair by admitting that she attacked Jade Cargill in 2024. Bianca Belair came to the ring on the March 7th episode of WWE Friday Night SmackDown looking for answers. She called Naomi out to the ring and demanded to know whether or not she was one that attacked Jade Cargill before WWE Survivor Series 2024. Naomi tiptoed around the answers before hysterical Bianca asked her for a yes or no answer. Finally, Naomi confessed to her actions. She says that Jade mooched off of Bianca Belair's success and stardom. She says she felt abandoned, but didn't say anything because she wanted to let them have their greatness. Still, she was tired of fighting for herself. Bianca, still hysterical, said she was done with Naomi. Both women were crying as Bianca left the ring. Naomi kept telling Bianca that she loved her, but as Bianca walked down the ramp, she called her an ungrateful bitch. That's when Jade Cargill arrived on the scene, entered the arena, and with Bianca's heartbroken and disgusted blessing, headed to the ring to attack Naomi again. After hitting Jaded, she left her in the middle of the ring. Bianca Belair now has to move on and Bianca Belair reacts with a one-word message after incident with Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. Bianca Belair has reacted to the turn of events on this week's WWE Raw. She was involved in a confrontation with Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, where the reigning Women's World Champion slapped both women. Sky won the Women's World Championship in the main event of last week's Monday Night Raw. She dethroned Ripley after the Eradicator got into a heated exchange with Belair, who was at ringside for the match. Belair became the #1 contender for the Women's World Championship after winning the Women's Elimination Chamber match. On X/Twitter, Bianca Belair sent a one-word message after the exchange between herself, Ripley, and Sky. Belair is also involved in the Naomi Jade Cargill drama. The Storm was ambushed by a mystery attacker last November, forcing her out of action for several months. In her absence, Belair teamed up with Naomi to defend the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships before losing them to Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Fast forward to the Elimination Chamber, Toronto Premium Live event, where Cargill returned and attacked Naomi. This past Friday, on SmackDown, Naomi admitted that she was the mastermind behind Cargill's attack before the latter once again laid out the now former Women's Tag Team Champion. Fast forward to the Elimination Chamber, Toronto Premium Live event, where Cargill returned and attacked Naomi. This past Friday on SmackDown, Naomi admitted that she was the mastermind behind Cargill's attack before the latter once again laid out the now former Women's Tag Team Champion. Bianca Belair's first comment on issues between Jade Cargill and Naomi. It's really rough. When last we saw Bianca Belair on Friday's SmackDown, she walking away as Jade Cargill headed to the ring to kick Naomi's ass for the second time in less than a week. That was because Naomi confessed to attacking Cargill last November and then called Belair out of her name when the EST wasn't grateful she'd done so. Belair, who is set to face WWE Women's World Champion Io Sky at WrestleMania 41, was asked about breaking up the Big Three and what's next for her and Cargill on ESPN's First Take today, March 10th. She replied, "It's really rough. This is actually my very first time talking about it since it happened on Friday. I form a bond with both of these women. Jade and I elevated the women's tag team division. She was taken out. Naomi stepped in so that all that hard work wouldn't go to waste. And we bonded, but come to find out Naomi was the one behind taking Jade out. It's very heartbreaking for me. I'm actually more hurt than anything. And it's really tough because I just won Elimination Chamber, and I'm supposed to be going to WrestleMania and having a big title match. But it's really hard to focus on that. So it's kind of bittersweet for me. I'm trying to be excited about this Elimination Chamber win, but I'm also hurt by the breakdown of the Big Three because we were doing amazing things and really representing. So it's just a really heartbreaking time for me right now." Interesting to note that for at least half of her appearance on First Take, Belair was not in character. She was for that first question, though, even as WWE may be blurring the work/shoot lines around Cargill after reports of Jade having behind-the-scenes issues with other members of the women's roster last week. Another thing Bianca does during the interview is plug her appearance on Raw from Madison Square Garden tonight. So we'll see what happens in this storyline then. Bianca Belair, Naomi, Jade Cargill, crew receive praise for segment on March 7th. WWE SmackDown Fightful Select is reporting the segment with Bianca Belair and Naomi that also included Jade Cargill on last Friday's WWE SmackDown received rave reviews and heavy praise backstage. The report notes that Ioannis Philippides was the writer for the segment and TJ Wilson was the producer. It was also said that one WWE employee noted that it seemed like this is the first time Naomi was given the chance to be featured in a segment with substance and thus shined in the role. In addition to Naomi, Belair, and Jade Cargill, the writer, the camera crew, and production crew also received praise for their work with the segment. Furthermore, it was said that one WWE employee spoke with Fightful privately to Sean Ross Sapp through X direct messaging praising the camera work when Cargill made her arrival for the segment. Fightful Select concluded by noting there were reportedly no issues with Cargill this week, despite previous reports on the heat she had backstage with Shayna Baszler and others. Bianca Belair